When I was a little bit younger, I was very fortunate to have a conversation with someone, a family friend at the time, and what he said to me was, step number one is making money. Step number two is keeping the money you make. And I don't think I really grasped the principle at the time, but I think over the last few years, especially last 6 years of my trading journey, and more recently working with a lot of traders as a performance coach and working with traders who go through prop firms, etc., I started to see this pattern occurring that a lot of traders knew how to make money. They got to a point where they knew how to make money now, but they were really bad at then managing the money they make and letting that continue to grow. And they got stuck in traps like lifestyle creep. When they started to make money, they started to spend money in equal degree, and they started to put themselves at a disadvantage financially and sometimes even into debt. So what I wanted to do in this particular video was share what I have found over the last 6 years to be the wisest way to manage the money you make as a trader and what you can do about that. Now, if it's the first time checking into the channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is Pat Bayluni, and I'm the founder of Master Your Trading Mindset, which is an education performance coaching business. And we work with traders all around the world, helping them gain consistency and funding in the markets and overcoming the psychological patterns that hold them back. We have our free Bulletproof Your Mindset tool. If you don't already have a copy of this tool, it's in the description, completely free. I only let 30 copies out per week because I personally follow up every single person. But this tool has been helping traders lower their emotional volatilities in the market, make better decisions, and ultimately help them achieve consistency in the market. Now, I'm going to give a few tips in terms of the wisest parts of money management as a trader. I dedicate a whole week to building generational wealth and managing finances as a trader in my 12-week challenge. This is week 12. After I show traders how to make consistent money as a trader, I then want to show them how to wisely manage that money and keep the money they make. And not only keep the money they make, but let that money start working for them and grow for them. So I promote very much I would say a safe, wise way to invest that's almost guaranteed, that has a very long track record. And I don't really promote a lot of the get rich quick and the highly volatile investments, if you want to call them that, the highly volatile speculations. So what I promote is that every trader should already have, but should work towards building a solid cash cushion. Now, this is completely up to you, but usually it's around, anywhere from 3 to 12 months, even more. If you have a look, the best companies in the world, best companies in the world, the Apples, the Microsofts, etc., they have probably a year's reserve of cash just sitting there. Now, you don't make money on cash, obviously, but what it does do is it allows you to have a psychological buffer and a psychological cushion. The best analogy here is think about how you are driving on an empty fuel tank just before it's about to go empty, and how stressed out you are and how, red hot you are, and how, at the back of your mind, shit, am I going to run out of fuel or not? Versus having a full tank, there's that level of ease and comfort. The analogy here is if you have cash in the bank, if you've got 6 to 12 months cash in the bank, as a trader, it eases the psychological burden of having to make money to allow you to just execute on your trading plan, execute on your processes, which is ultimately the very thing that's going to get you consistent results in the long run. What I see with traders is when they have to make money, the more infatuated they are with making money, they attract the opposite, which is not making money, because they're making silly, irrational decisions out of impulsive greed to make money now. And the way you overcome that is so simple. Just build a cash cushion. And if you have to work a part-time job or a full-time job to do that, I think it's very worthwhile, because it gives you permission, or a side hustle, own business, whatever it may be, it gives you permission to execute on your processes and your trading plan flawlessly, which is what you need to have consistent results anyway. You guys know I talk a lot about outcome-based versus process-based decisions. One of the biggest things that I see pushes people into outcome-based decisions is they don't have cash in the bank. They're trying to make money quick, and they're making irrational, emotional decisions as a result, and it puts them in a negative feedback cycle where they're now making irrational decisions. They lose more money, and that fuels their need to make even more money. Whereas if you just put cash in the bank, you got the security, the back of mind there, you can make process-based decisions. Now, after that cash cushion's built, Obviously, it's dependent on how many dependents you have. If it's just you, probably looking more towards the 3 to 6 months. If you have a family, probably more so towards the 12 months. But yeah, it's at least have cash in the bank, that security, back of the mind, cash cushion. Very, very worthwhile. The next thing here is that as long as you're trading and making the money yourself, you're working for your money, it's not working for you. So I think after you've built up a cash cushion, the next best way to manage your money is you want to take anything that spills over that cash cushion and invest it into passive investments, like something like a low-cost index fund, where you're now putting your money to work and it's working for you. Its equity is growing, but it also has some sort of income producing thing through a dividend, and there's a dividend yield there. So what you've done here is you've built up the cash cushion. You've got all your income coming in from your trading, your businesses, your work. You built up a sizable cash cushion. Now anything that spills over that, you're putting into investments. You've got your income, your trading, your other jobs, your side hustles, your businesses, and then you built up your cash cushion. And then anything that spills over that cash cushion, you're putting into investments. And now when you put it into an investment like a low-cost index fund, it's growing for you because you're investing in some of the best companies run by the best minds in the world, and they're going off and creating products and services that people then buy to fuel their growth. That's the company's growing, you're getting a portion of that, but that company's also paying out dividends, so you're getting an income through that. And you don't have to work for that money. It compounds, you let it grow, and then eventually that can be very, very much the income you use to support your lifestyle. So that's really the thought process I promote in terms of management of money. Cash cushions, then wise, low cost, long-term investments in some sort of index fund. It's, something that has a track record. If you're going for something that doesn't have a great track record, is highly volatile, again, you're leaving yourself susceptible to be extremely emotional and not manage your money wisely. So those are my thoughts on wise money management as a trader. It's important to recognize that I think it all starts with cash cushion, because if you don't have that cash cushion there, you're going to jump to some form of volatile speculation because you want to make money quickly, because you feel that need to have to make money. And again, that's going to push you in that negative cycle. I think it's really about, first and foremost, building up that cash cushion, whether through a business, whether through working part-time or full-time, whether through trading, taking advantage of the prop firms to create more income through trading and scale that. Whatever it may be, build cash, build that stability in your mind, and then start building other investments outside of your trading, because that's also a diversification. If you're putting all your money back into your trading, that's you investing in a small cap company, your company, and you're leaving yourself susceptible emotionally. So diversify into the biggest companies in the world, run by the best minds in the world. There's a track record there, and if you dollar cost average that, you take a lot of the risk out of the equation. So that's my little thought on wise money management as a trader. Be aware of your cash cushion. Be aware of what type of decision you're making. Am I making an outcome-based decision because I need to make money quick? You want to stop yourself and be like, all right, is maybe going back to work or is creating that cash cushion, is that the highest priority thing right now? And usually the answer is yes. And then you can go back to being more process-based and making wise decisions in your trading, which is ultimately what's going to get you the results in the long run.